So, I'm just sitting here, rolling a cigarette, and, thinking about how nice and peaceful it is right now, and, how I'm allowing myself time to not worry. I'm not worried about horses, I'm not worried about people, I'm not worried about dogs and cats. Speaking of which, many marches. You know, it's hard to remember sometimes that life isn't just about rushing around and doing the things that you have to do to keep other people happy and do the things that are going to make you comfortable and do the things that, you know, are to do with commerce and all that crap, you know. That you just have to sit back at the end of the day and have some time just to be you, on your own, you know, not with a loved one, not with, you know, not with anyone. You got to have that time. You know, men in England talk about their sheds, you know. Well, women need sheds too, you know. It's just that women like their sheds to be indoors. At least that's my experience. But you know, I also know a lot of like people that just are able to just go anywhere off by themselves, you know. Some people do it through books. Some people do it through listening to certain really intense kind of music, you know. But it's just nice to sit sometimes and enjoy the silence and enjoy just all the noises that happen around you that you have nothing to do with. You know, you have no control over it. In a few hours, there's going to be owls out there hooting around. And it's funny because they get into arguments sometimes. There'll be a whole bunch of them out there arguing. And they're barred owls. So they're big owls. Not huge, but big. And they have a very particular call. And it's very throaty. And it's just amazing. And then sometimes in the morning you get the crows arguing. That's pretty funny. Squabble, squabble, squabble. But you know what? I'd rather hear crows squabbling than human voices squabbling. You know? But I was thinking about LRY. And that's been coming up a lot in my life and a lot of other people on this Facebook page that I'm part of. And we were the kids back in the 70s, the 60s and 70s, who were offbeat. You know, we weren't into the, like, commercial popular music that much at the time. And if we were, it was more the edgy stuff, you know, like the Byrds and, you know, Dylan and, you know, just that whole genre of folk rock and kind of raw New York kind of sound. And the poetry of New York. And New York City. Not New York State, New York City. That whole... There was a time when it went from the Beat Generation to the Hippie Generation. And I really don't think there was any space in between, other than the fact that the Beat people sort of moved into those people that would wear white Oxford shirts and dark jeans and penny loafers and had the black plastic glasses and stuff and maybe a flat top, and you know, they would be into like you know, the Kingston Trio and stuff. And then they kind of got into you know, like the Beatles, but they kept that folk thing, you know, and so they just evolved that way, you know, from more of a folk background rather than, say, like down south kind of rock and roll kind of sound. But anyway, just listening to that silence. Nice. Very nice. I think I'll go outside and enjoy it.